Okay, welcome to this unboxing. I have no idea what's in this. It has been on my shelf for quite some time at the moment, and so very interested to see what is in there. Let's get straight into it. It's a reasonable size box. You can see there, I'm lifting it up. There you go. That's the depth of it, so fairly big. A decent game, I suspect. LeMonde was on the front. Going down the side of the packaging, lots and lots of tape. So definitely well sealed and well protected. Sturdy box as well. And I expect there to be a good deal of packaging in there. Please don't prove me wrong, LeMonde, when I get to open it. Oh, hold on. I've just seen what it is on this side. I'm not going to open that up. Maybe I will. I'll show you. When I took it off of the shelf, like I said, it's been a long time on the shelf. I didn't have that side up, but let's have a look. Here we go. Trudvang Legends, and I can see that now. I should have seen that before. On that side of the box, there it is. It tells me what it is. Okay, so a little bit of a dent there. I can feel that going in. I think that's the only dent on the box. I'll just hold that. Look at the bottom. No, that's okay. So let's take Trudvang Legends out. I'll take it out this way. Looks like fulfillment company, Guillotine Logistics. Bring that out and look in there. Nothing else except for packing styrofoam on each of the corners. I'll put the box over to one side. And so this is what we have. Corner protectors, I like that. I prefer it if it's filled in the middle as well, especially when we saw it had a bit of a dent like we can see there in the box. So if it was more center, that could have gone all the way through. Luckily it didn't though. Let's put the packing corners away over there. Turn that around, center it on screen. More junk for the rubbish bin, but well worth it in terms of protecting this baby, this investment that we have here. So let's have a look at the box. Obviously it's brand new and shrink, hasn't been opened. I'll bring it a little bit closer so we can see that there. Nice artwork that we have there on that. It says it's by LeMonde, a Legends game. Let's have a look at the sides now. You can see one side there. There's another side, and that can be put on the bookshelf that way. You can see there, it's about 2 hours. That probably going to end up about 4 hours for our group of 4 people, ages 14 and above, 1 to 4 players. Look at the underside, the base side. Another nice bit of artwork you can see there in the forest. Different artwork on that side. Looks like a troll of some sort. Getting back to our first side, I have no idea what I'd call that creature. And of course back to that side which goes that way. Let's have a look at the back. Looks very nice. I do like the artwork. I like this sort of stylized font that they've used. I guess it's specifically for this, so they've gone into a fair bit of effort to make it unique. With the font, we can see there the blurb about the game itself, the components. I'll bring that up a little bit close. You can pause that one at your own leisure. You can see there, as always, we have the nice picture of the game setup. You can see the game map with not your typical hexes or squares. So that again adds a bit of variety to the game that's on the shelf. You can see there a few minis that we have there, as well as the art book, and obviously that would be a player board that's there. And looking at just the bottom there, you can see all the peripheral paraphernalia they put on the box for production purposes. Let's slide our knife down the side of the box, get this back bit of plastic off. One more side to go. It slips in quite nicely in that way. You know me, I love doing that with my little magic trick. And oh, look, I didn't even realize that. So this is a piece of paper that comes away. I'm not too sure why that is blank on one side, but it does. It replaces, by the looks of it, this bit of back artwork. I don't know, replaces or protects it or what is going on, but we obviously have this pull away part for the base. I'll bring that up here. Maybe it's because it was a Kickstarter. I'm not too sure. Maybe this is what's in the normal box. I'd have to have a close look at that. I might do that just very quickly. If I compare the components that we have here, look, it all looks very similar between this one and that one that we have there as far as I can see. We've got 35, 62, 27, 1110 2, 1110 2, 378 cards in both, 267 tokens in both. Yep, so I'm not too sure, but hey, it's a little bit of extra. Hope the forests don't die because of all the little bits of paper that went out to the number of backers that were in this. Let's open her up. Bring it up towards the view screen. Whoop, there it goes. Bit of suction, made it come up very quickly, and flip her over. Nothing printed on the inside of the box, so that box will go over this side. And I'm back again. A little bit of LeMonde self-promotion that we can see here. A couple of the different games I think that are in their little pool of games. QR code which will allow you to log on obviously to that website. Blank on the other side. That one can go up in that corner. Put that way out there. Now we have here, what have we got here? I'm not too sure. It looks like it's a board of some sort. I have no idea. Let's open that up, have a closer examination. It's a very light, thin board, if it is a board at all. I'm just feeling it. Bring them out. So I do like that little plastic bit that you can see there where we can open that up as I just did. I'll put that over to that side. Now what do we have here? These are very thin bits of card, just bits of card. And what have we got here? Adventure Sheet C20. These aren't cut or perforated. They're not stickers that I can see. They are different on both sides. So Adventure Sheet C19, we've got there Dragonbane, some in green writing, some in not green writing, brownish, reddy, burgundy writing, I think more is closer to the mark. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L on that side, same on that side, except most of this is burgundy. So we've got C19 and 20 there, we've got 18. Let's go through these. I'll bring them up to the top here. You can just pause at your own leisure. So that's sheet C20, Adventure Sheet C19 we're looking at now. Don't know if I'll do this for all of them because there are quite a few. I'll just bring them down to this level. You can zoom in, put it on a big screen. There's C18, there's C17, C16, Fimbulwinter Night, C15 at the top here. I'm going to read The Rose of Dranvelt by the looks of it. C14 we have Howls in the North. And C13 we have The Lost City of the Elves. C12, The Ice Cult. And turn it over, we get C11, The Dim Gate of Darkwoods. We have here The Dim Gate of Dalheim for sheet C10. And for sheet C9 we have The Dim Gate of Runewick. Don't know how these come into play in the game. It would be interesting to know. A bit unusual. I haven't seen this before in this format on a piece of card. So this is C8, The Dim Gate's Secret. And then we have The Lost King for C7. Getting there, C6. I do like to be thorough, as you know, so you can get a good feel for what's in the box. C6 has The Shadow of the Garm. And C5 has Rogues in Mist Castle. We have C4 here, Lord of the Arks. And C3, Web of Deceit. We have C2, which is Thief of Darkwoods. And finally C1, Child of the Light. Let's just bring C1 up a little bit closer so we can see that. I'll actually bring one of those up even closer so you can see that, zoom in. Look at B there in the middle. C, Palace of the Jarl or Jarl of Storehaven. So, yep, it looks interesting. It looks good. We've got this one here, Ancient Forest Troll, and a whole lot of iconography there, which will obviously tell us a little bit about what goes on for that one, rather than having just the plain English. Okay, first bit of punch board. I love punch board. I like that back. Now what's going on here? It's not just a punch board, but this, what's going on here? I have no idea. Oh, that comes off. You can see maybe there, that comes off like that. And then I can pull, I can't pull that punch board off. I have no idea what's going on there. It looks like maybe these punch out. I'm not going to punch them out now because I really want to figure it out, but it looks like that might come off the back, or these get punched out at some stage, and on the other side we've got some maybe secrets which are to be uncovered during the gameplay itself. So that is very interesting again. So a lot of new interesting aspects or facets to the game. This definitely gets punched out as is. We can see that punch board, just a whole lot of letters, some pictures, maybe some heroes, maybe some monsters, maybe some encounter NPCs as we go down there, some health tokens as well. On the other side, looks all the same to me. So double-sided there, more punch board. You can see there, they look like factions in different colors. So blue, green, red, and brown, probably the factions of each player color. Keep going down so you can see that one, and again identical on both sides. Now this looks like the fun bit. We have a board. Oh wow, this is something special. I don't know if you can see there, but there's a little bit of plastic just there. It looks like you can slide a card underneath half of it so it stays in place. That looks fantastic, and actually looks like it goes this way. You can see there stories and phases. And we've got phases down the side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going down there. So that looks epic. I do like that, the feel of that. Put that on its side so you can see the whole lot. And again, just bring the artwork up so you can see the artwork, maybe of the 2 phase that's there. And the artwork is the same going into the 3s, and the artwork on that side is also the same but different to the phases. So I like that. There's one of them. Are these per player? I don't know. We have what looks like a large player board now. So opening that one up, yep. And look, I really do like this. I haven't seen this before, where it looks like, again, we've got, I can see maybe here on this one, we've got half of it plastic. You can slip, I'm not going to use my finger now, but you can slip something underneath there. Maybe I can use my knife to show you. Can you see that come up there with the plastic? So you can slip something underneath that, and that will stay in place. Very nice. I do like that. I do have the board upside down. You probably noticed that one. Why has he got the board upside down? So we have here the Far Western Great White, the Western Great White, Eastern Great White, and Far Eastern Great Whites. Obviously some snow-covered mountains, and the rest of the places that you will visit in this world. I do like that indeed. On the other side, no artwork, just plain. That's fine. But that is an impressive map. I do like that. Like I said, this is really something special, which I'm attracted to straight away. Slipping cards in, so you can put it away with the board back in the box without having to lose the place of the cards. Fantastic. We have here Trudvang Legends. I'm not too sure again what this is. I will see if I can open it up. This one has a piece of sticky tape. I pull that one away. It does make the plastic not look as good, but nevertheless the plastic will go over that side, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cards, each with the same artwork on them. On the other side we have, these are obviously player boards, and they are all the same color, so not distinguished by player colors as such, that I can tell just quickly looking at them, and they do look all pretty much the same. Yeah, I'm going to say they're all the same. So let's have a look at the player boards close up. That's what they look like just there. So tracking something up to 12. Combat, draw 4, square once and 3 round at a time. Test, draw 7 round once. We'll work out what that is when we finally play the game. We have our rule book here. Trudvang Legends, very nice, shiny, glossy rule book of, well, it's a bit stuck together, but it's probably because it has been just sitting on my shelf for a while. 35, let's say 36 pages. Just go through that quickly and briefly. Table of contents, the Legends of Trudvang there. You can pause that and start reading it. Obviously buy the game. If you want to read more, free digital content with the QR code. Get it at LeMonde. You can hear that sort of like just pulling away, a little bit sticky. I don't know why it's stuck there again. Probably just been in the box, maybe a bit of moisture or something like that. What we get, the components that we get there, I'll go through that side, scroll through the component tree there so you can see what's in it. That'll help you out. A lot of stuff in this box. Look at that, 6 hero figures. We said it was 1 to 4 players, but you get 6 hero figures. That's a lot of choice. You've got counter bases there, a couple of big monsters that are there, and other tokens and markers. Let's go on to the next page, see if that continues. So basic components, as we can see there, the map board and the adventure board. Points of interest, you can see there, they pulled one off as we suspected, and that leaves us with something on the other side. Hero dashboard goes through that, tells you a little bit about that. I do like the artwork and the layout of this book. You can see there, go straight to some of the artwork, keeping in the theme of the whole artwork that we saw from the very front of the box. The setup, the classes that you have, ongoing game, basic rules, game overview, timed effects, health, adventure side quests we get in here, items, we get titles, quest tokens, you can see there, and examples there, obviously, of combat and where the characters and the pieces go on the board and the minis go as well. Playing the game, I'll just flip through the rest of this. This will obviously going to be a bit longer because it is just a full unboxing of this fantastic game, Trudvang Legends. More examples. I like books that have examples. Doesn't look like it's overly done, and again the layout is good so you can find things easily. Nice top level words that you have there, headings. We've got a solo game, campaign end, adventures end. So it's a campaign game. We've got a glossary of the terms there as well, and a summary on the back. I do like that. Played a game the other day. Summary on the back of the rules book is very helpful if there are no player aid cards for it. We have the Book of Sagas. This is a very hefty book. Again, I like this style of plastic that allows you to take it off. And that comes out nicely. That is a board that came off the back. So adventure map, we have adventure map 1. I'll bring that down so you can see the full thing. We have adventure map 2, adventure map 3. And I like these maps. I'm sure there are other games around there, and just filling up the 4th side with some nice artwork is again just a nice little touch rather than leaving it blank. Book of Sagas, this is obviously the English version. Again, let's have a look at the picture that is there and the detail that's going into it all for the Book of Sagas. So we have C1, Child of the Light. Let's have a look at the first page. We have an introduction. Tells you what to do there as well. Take adventure sheet C1, and it goes through it. So listed quite nicely there, and that keeps going into that first adventure. So a fair bit there, and then we've got the end that's there. So obviously it's a bit of a story themed game, and this looks just fantastic. I like the idea of these story themed games. C2, Thief of Darkwoods. C3 Web of Deceit. So I think these might match those first cards that we pulled out as well. C4 Lord of the Arcs. Might not. I don't remember Lord of the Arcs, but that's okay. Rogues in Mist Castle. Going through that. A lot of text, a lot of stuff to read through. As it's a campaign, there is going to be a lot of value that you get in this box, in this Kickstarter. And without playing it, hopefully the play is as good as what you see here. C20 World of Fire. I would suggest that this is going to be something quite epic. Where do I go from here? I'm going to go bring out this thing here. It says see storage guide at the back of this box I'm about to pull out here. Enough room for me to get my fingers down the side. Nothing underneath that. There's again free digital content via that QR code that's there. Here we have the storage guide with our trays, the way they're set up. Tray 2 on top of tray 1, and it goes like that. Tray 1, you can see there, has some of the big monsters on it, and those there, so you can see it's got a side for the big monsters. And then tray 2 has these little, look like fighter miniatures for tray 2. So that's good that they show you how they go. I wish more games would do that. Let's open it up. Very easy to open it up. You can see there the 2 trays on the side. This is quite exciting actually. I mean, don't you just love it getting a new game and bringing it out? That top tray there, the tray 2 I think it said, now it's coming out nicely. Nothing left in there, so that can go over there. I'm going to put that to that side and bring these first lot of miniatures up. So dual colours for the plastic. These are plastic minis that you can see there. Top line, very nicely done, and the bottom, a lot of grey. I think they were the heroes, they said from memory when we were flicking through that rules book. So let's bring that up a bit closer so you can see some of the minis, some of the heroes that you get there. There's 2 there, and the final 2 that we get there. So that looks nice on that tray. Let's have a look at this next tray. It's got a little bit of plastic that comes out the top. And here we can see, again, nice big minis. And I'll lift one of these up. That's got a decent weight to it, as you'd expect. Let's have a look at that one there. So it's a solid plastic. It's not a half thought out, half done plastic. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, the spines on the top there, they're actually quite sharp, and they're not going to break off very easily. So they have used a quality plastic for this, and very thankful that they have chosen to do that. Let's put that one back. That was just sitting there, something like that. And let's bring that one out just for fun, because that will complete the set of 3 big monsters. Look at the reverse side. So you can paint those up. They look very nice. Some more monsters down the bottom there that you can fight against. Look at some little gnome archers, some sort of lion type creatures, some minotaur bull type creatures that are there. Let's put this plastic back on top of that one. I'm not too sure why we've got these little indents. You can see them there, 1, 2, 3, and those 2 there, but we have them there nonetheless. Whoops, that's gonna, don't tip that upside down. That doesn't have a top on it. Where'd that one go? Over there. Put that one back. So I've got to keep them all upright. Put that back, and that can go over this side. I have not done well for that. Let's see if I can, or saved it. Saved everything. That was lucky. Okay, let's go into, we've got decks here of cards. I might actually do, for these, I'm going to do a separate video for undoing each of these decks. I will keep them in the order that we have here. Feet, 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 and travel, the events that we've got there. I'm just going to put those down there. I'm going to take these cards up. We've got story cards there, and a little bit of a box to hold them in. I'm not too sure whether this box was really meant to hold all the cards. As you can see, they would, if they're loose, they're going to fall off. So I'm not too sure where that comes into play. Let's just have a look at this one here, Touched by Fire. It's a title, You Faced the Wrath and Power of a Logi worm, and barely escaped the bracing fire that now pursues you in your dreams. An unfortunate trait of those touched by fire. And that says mandatory down the bottom there as well. So I will get to open those and show you those in due course. We have here nothing underneath there, lots of noise. So some bases in each of the colors for our heroes. Remember, they were all gray, so you will need to distinguish whose is whose, like that. And it looks like some bags that you can, for each player as well, where you can put or store some things. I have no idea what goes in here. I'd have to read the rule book, but they're nice bags. They're not overly big, so I don't expect a lot will go into them, as you can see by the size. Drawstrings, do they work? Yes, they work well enough, so you've got your own personal bag where you can store stuff. And I guess you'll need to, as it is a campaign going from one campaign into the next. So as I said, I will go through and open these packs individually in different videos, just so I can make this one a little bit shorter. And so you can see exactly how they came, the cards that come in it. Thank you for joining me on this epic adventure of opening this game, Trudvang Legends. It's been a long time on my shelf. I've been wanting to, I've got a few more I've still got to do, but thankfully I've done that one now. Now that I've got it open, I'm definitely going to read through the rule book, do these unboxing videos or showing what's in the cards here a bit more closely, and then going to play it and suggest it to my board gaming group. I'm sure they will love it as well. It looks like a great campaign as well. Okay, thank you for joining me. Please hit that like button and the subscribe button at the very least to show your appreciation. I really do like that. That helps me a lot. Thank you very much for doing that. And if you want, have the bell notification so you can see more unboxings of more great games that come in here to LeMonde's Game Laboratory. And we will go through more of these as they come in. Thank you again. Have fun with your gaming, no matter what sort of game, whether it's a physical game as such, like a dexterity game, whether it's your Euro game, a war game, a campaign game, D&D, RPG type of setting. Have fun with all your games. Just enjoy being social with your friends, having fun, the challenges that go with gaming there. This is LeMonde signing off. Thank you very much. Welcome to looking at the cards that are in the Trudvang Legends Kickstarter box that I got. I've just done the unboxing video, long overdue for that one. So Trudvang Legends in that box, and have a look at that on this channel. We got all these stacks of cards here. We can see them already packaged into different packs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that came down the left side, and I've left them in the exact order they came in. And we saw also this pile of cards as well. So let's get straight into having a look at some of these. I'm going to put that into that corner, that into the corner over there, and let's take them off the top. So first of all, we have our feet cards. Let's see if I can gently go into that lot. And I will have to change my method, I think, because I have been, with this new sharp knife I've got, going into the cards more than I would have liked. Just so sharp, it doesn't want to go between the cards as I would have hoped it would have. It wants to go straight into the cards instead. Let's see, I'm not sure how I'm going there. There we go, now we're fine. Lifting that up. And apologies for taking so long on this one. Now I think we're going to be able to get into the cards. Take the wrapping off of that. So we have here in this first set, let's look at the backs of all the cards. They all say feet except for the very last one. So we'll turn them all over and go to that very last one first of all. So Volga, you can see there that side, and then the reverse side looks like that. Again, nice artwork. I love the The background you can see there, I don't know, it's Gaelic or Norse, Nordic, probably more Nordic. Apologies for saying Gaelic. It looks very similar, except down the very bottom, we've got the discard there on that side and exhaust on that side. So maybe when it's exhausted, it goes to one side or the other. So that's Volga. Let's have a look at all these others. So we've got Sacrifice, Parry, Shield Wall, Shield Bash 1, Sacrifice 2, Parry 2, Shield Wall 2, Shield Bash 2, Legendary Sacrifice, Legendary Parry, Legendary Shield Wall, Legendary Shield Bash, Warrior's Weapons, Defense 1, Defense 1 again, are they the same? They look like they are the same. Crush 1 and another one. Defense 2, there's another Defense 2, Crush 2, 2 of those. Ultimate Charged Strike, we get 2 of those. Legendary Defense, 2 of those. Legendary Crush, 2 of those. So that was that first deck. And I put that down in this corner now. Pick up the next lot of cards. Let's see if I can do this a little bit quicker and a little bit better. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do it this way. There we go. That's working better. That might be my new technique from now on. Live and learn, don't you, as you go and do things. So probably going to be very similar. So we have feats, and this looks like the deck for Bria. So I'm guessing these might be specific decks that go with each of these heroes, I'm going to call them for now. Hopefully I've got that correct. You can see the exhaust on that side as well. So I'll put Bria there. We'll turn those over, go through here. So yep, it looks very similar. I can't remember exactly what was first, but I can look at it quickly here. And that was Sacrifice for Volga down there. So we have Energy 1, Evasion 1, Assassination 1, Shadow Step, Energy 2, Evasion 2, Assassination 2, Shadow Step 2, Legendary Energy, Legendary Evasion, Legendary Assassination, Legendary Shadow Step, Rogue's Tools. Let's just have a quick look at that one because I like looking at the picture of the Rogue's Tools. Jump 1, Jump 1 again, Great Strike 1, 2 of those cards. Jump 2, we have 2 of those. Great Strike 2, 2 of those. Ultimate Uppercut, Ultimate Shiv, Legendary Jump, 2 of those. Legendary Great Strike, 2 of those. So these are starting to look like they are the hero decks, which are, I guess if you choose a hero, each player would choose a hero, and then you'd play with these cards. Of course, I'm just guessing at the moment. I don't know for certain if that is the case. But what I can tell you is I'm getting quicker at taking the plastic off of these cards without damaging them. Here we have Mailing, and again, looking at the backs, feet, and then we have Mailing. Mailing, not too sure how to say that, where the emphasis is. So put Mailing down there. Let's turn these over. We have for Mailing, Tracking 1, Crippling Shot 1, Focus 1, Mighty Shot 1, Tracking 2, Crippling Shot 2, Focus 2, Mighty Shot 2, Legendary Tracking, Legendary Crippling Shot, Legendary Focus, Legendary Mighty Shot, Ranger's Traps, Dodge 1. So definitely get a feel, 2 of those cards, that this is a Ranger, someone with a ranged attack. Quick Shot 1, 2 of those cards. Dodge 2, 2 of those. Quick Shot 2, 2 of those cards. Ultimate Multi-Shot, Ultimate Charged Shot, Legendary Dodge, 2 of those. Legendary Quick Shot, 2 of those. So that's Mailing, a Ranger. Let's go to this next deck now. And I actually wonder, no, I thought they might have pictures of the heroes on them. So I guess still just assuming that these decks are for the heroes that are associated with these decks. Feats, yes, we have them. Oh, no, we have different. So might scrap my thought process. Maybe all of these feats go together. We have starting items, or a starting item there. Hopefully I didn't miss that in the previous ones as well, but we have here Felarion, bit of a brute that you can see there with some sort of club. Maybe not a brute, might actually be, can see runes actually on him, and I think it says runes there. So there won't, I guess, exhausted. So it could actually be a spellcaster. I'm going to go to that starting item card if I can find that quickly. There you go. Starting item. It's got a harp there, and on that side. So if we go back through the others, I think we did see rogues tools. I didn't notice that in the previous 2 packs. I might go back to have a look for them quickly. So this is bard. So this one's a bard. Let's put Felarion down there and go through Felarion's pack. God's Hymn 1, Mocking Song 1, Brave Ballad 1, Sweet Melody, God's Hymn 2, Mocking Song 2, Brave Ballad 2, Sweet Melody 2, Legendary God's Hymn, Legendary Mocking Song, Legendary Brave Ballad, Legendary Sweet Melody, Bard's Instruments. So that's the starting, what do we say? Starting item. Strike 1 times 2, Battle Chant 1 and 2 of those. Strike 2, 2 of those. Battle Chant 2, 2 of those. Ultimate Sonata, Ultimate Resting Song, Legendary Strike, 2 of those. Legendary Battle Chant, and 2 of those to finish off Felarion's deck. Let's put that one down there. So it looks like we have at least 2 decks left. We had 6 heroes, so that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 unopened at the moment. Again, just see if I can get that in nicely. And peel that away. Cut through there. And rip that off. So now we know what to look for in these feats. And do we have a starting item? We do, which will tell us a bit more about this hero. Vintner Weaver's Spell, so a spellcaster. And here we have the spellcaster again. Body has markings on it. So we have Catley. There's Catley. And the exhaust side there. Put Catley there. Let's go through these feats. Vintner Focus 1, Ghost Voices 1, True Sight 1, Dark Tendrils 1, Vintner Focus 2, Ghost Voices 2, True Sight 2, Dark Tendrils 2, Legendary Vintner Focus, Legendary Ghost Voices, Legendary True Sight, Legendary Dark Tendrils, Vintner Weaver's Spells as a starting item, Vintner Blast 1, Vintner Blast 1, there's 2 of those, Mudwall 1, 2 of those, Vintner Blast 2, 2 of those, Mudwall 2, 2 of those, Ultimate Sustain, Ultimate Invigoration, Legendary Vintner Blast, Legendary Vintner Blast again, Legendary Mudwall, and 2 of those. I did notice, which I didn't notice before, you probably did, you can see there Catley, so definitely goes with the person or the hero that the deck was made with when it went into the packaging stage. Let's go through our last hero, Sneak Peek Lidana. So again, a good game in the sense that we have good representation from genders, male and female. However, I am going to say it, the characters still are quite white, but it probably goes with the theme of it being a Nordic game. So that is acceptable in that context. I'll say that is acceptable. It might not be for some people. For me, I'm okay with it. You can see white male privilege. Yes, say it, I will go with that. So Lidana, let's not get too political in this. It's all about gaming at the end of the day. So Lidana, these are her special skills. We'll see skill. So let's go through these. Troll Strength 1, Silence 1, Lindworm's Blood 1, Hand of Death 1, Troll Strength 2, Silence 2, Lindworm's Blood 2, Hand of Death 2, Legendary Troll Strength, Legendary Silence, Legendary Lindworm's Blood, Legendary Hand of Death. So these must be her items. Dimwalker's Texts. Healing Flood. Still feats now. Healing Flood 1, Soul Shadow 1, 2 of those cards. Healing Flood 2, 2 of those cards. Soul Shadow 2, 2 of those cards. Ultimate Healing Nova, so obviously a healer. Ultimate Discharge, Legendary Healing Flood, 2 of those. Legendary Soul Shatter, 2 of those cards. So that finishes off the hero decks. Let's have a look at this last deck that we had on this left-hand side. So we've got events written there and a travel event there. Let's open this deck up, this pack up. Slip the knife in there. Plastic goes away for later, and let's have a look here first of all. So we have events. And we have enemy attack. We then have more feats. Starting rules. 2, 1, starting location. Starting phase 4, 3, 2. And I'm not sure where starting phase 1 is. Did we do that already? Well, I've done it already. Anyway, let's go through these. I'm not too sure the best way to do this. I'm going to put this deck of starting rules, etc. over there. I'm going to put these extra feats there. I'm going to put the enemy attacks down there for now. I shall put them over there. And so we start off with the events that we can see here. Turn them over. We have, you can pause these at your own thing. I'm just going to read the title. Stalking Beast, In on the Road, Forgotten Roads, Holy Stone of Jobanus, Dark Night, Dark Dreams, The Law of the Strong, Dark Chasm, Dwarven Merchant, Enemy Troops, 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those, Picking Fruits, and Gathering. So those are the event cards. Let's look at the enemy attacks now. You can see there are modifiers to an axe. We'll see what else we have. -2, -1, +0. I think that's 4 plus zeros. A +1 axe, 2 of those. +2, we have a miss, reshuffle the enemy attack deck. And a +3, reshuffle the enemy attack deck as special enemy attacks. Feats, we've seen some feats already, so we've got an idea of what to expect. We have Weird, the 2 of those, but they are different, that you can see there. And another one which looks different again with the colors, and a 4th one, so maybe 1 for each player. Again, not too sure how that works out. And finally, starting rule, let's turn them over as we go. So starting rule 2 is defeat. Starting rule 1 is level up. Starting location, City of Vod. Another starting location, City of Ildabad. Starting location, City of Manyord. Starting location, City of Storehaven. We have starting phases 4, 3, and 2. I'll start with 2. Starting phase Starting phase 2 is travel. Starting phase 3 is engage. And starting phase 4 is explore. So that's our special deck. So let's put them back in sort of the order we picked them up from. I'm going to keep those over there. I'm going to keep these separate. I will do something with them a bit later. But for now, our last deck is the story deck. So here we have the story deck. So I am going to suggest it's going to be very important, and there'll probably be spoiler alerts in this, so turn off now. If your memory is not as good like mine, then you might be able to go through and that might not spoil it much for you. But yeah, these will be the story cards, obviously. Let's go through these. We can see at the top there, CS 021, CS 45, 47, still in the story deck. It's going to go all the way past 100. You can see there. So there are going to be a lot of these. I'm trying to figure out whether I actually want to turn these over and look at them. I know that I'm not going to be able to remember them by the time it comes to playing the game. Memory's not as good as some. Story deck cards. Going through, just showing you them. Oh, I know it's a bit slow. Why is he doing that? It's okay. Here we go. We've got a couple of different cards here now. CS 154 is an event and another event. We're still in story though now. So how to do this? I don't know the best way to do this to make it go quickly. Let's just do it this way. So we'll go through the first 10 maybe. Wolf's Clan's Bracer, CSO2, Story 2, Trouble in Wildland, CS3, Night of the Cold Moon, CS4, Lord of the Arcs, Story 5. And I think that goes with the book of sagas that we saw before. White Elk Inn. So these get put down in places. 6 is The Shadow of the Garm. 7 is King Aethywin. And 8 is The Avenger of Wildland. So a few different cards in there that you can see there. What are we up to? 8 only. So I've still got 9 and 10. Let's do them. Silver Dwarven Rings. That's like an item. And 10, we get Enemies of Tracks. So you can see a good variety through there for the story. So it's not all going to be very predictable places or things like that. So I'm going to leave that there for now, I think. And I might do these stories later on down the track. I'm not too sure how I want to do those at the moment, but I will do them later down. I think for now that's good enough to see what we have here in the cards you get with Trudvang Legends. Please hit that like, subscribe button at the very least to help me out, and hit the bell notification. Share with your friends if you found this interesting. Let them know what's in the cards that you get, and look at the unboxing so you can get to see what is in the box as well. So those are the cards that you can get in Trudvang Legends. Like I said, I probably will do this story one a bit later on its own. We're already 20 minutes into this video. I'm LeMonde. Enjoy your gaming. This is LeMonde signing off. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've decided to go through the story cards for Trudvang Legends. So big spoiler alert. This will show you the story cards that you get in Trudvang Legends. I'm going to do it in reverse order. So starting at the very last one, CS 171. I'm doing that so I don't have to keep flipping them over, which takes time. I'm just going to shuffle them off of the back of the deck one at a time. So let's start off. Touched by Fire. 1, 2 of those. 3, 4. Ruler of Mist Castle. 2, 3, 4 of those. Darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. We have an event. 2 events in there. One is Weird Tracking, and the other one is Corruption. We have Urki. Looks like some sort of dragon worm. Mustering New Forces, World of Fire, Purple Dimgate, Shield of Edelmar, Ultimate Dragonbane, Goal, Lens of the Stars, Epic Dragonbane, Marked by 2 Cleavers, Knight of the Cold Moon, Enhanced Dragonbane, Scarred by the Snow Queen, The Spirit of the Queen, Dragonbane, Otter Clan's Bracer, and Master of Death Life. That's CS 137, that last one. It's going now, we've got starting with CS 136 to CS 097. Jarl Rendra, Nitpick, Otter Clan's Axe, Winter Song, Wolf Clan's Spear, Forest Troll, Bull Troll, 2 Cleavers, Garm, Draugr. We just have a couple of cards with a lot of writing on them. You can pause and read those. King of Greystone, Thornroot, Fimbulwinter Knight, Ashes of Vod, Bloodwugada, not too sure if that's a W or V or an O in the middle. It's not an O, could be a U. Haunted Ruins of Ildebard, Mustering Forces, Dragonbane, Black Dagger, Tyrant of Greystone, Beyond the Gate, Eogan, Snow Saga, King Athwain, Betrayer, 2 Cleavers, Kurdu, Refugees, Trickster of Gods, Leaffell, Bull Troll, Garm, Forest Troll, Draugr, Storehaven, Symbol of Nid, Alquelainen. That brings us down to CS 096. Starting with Lena, A Favour to Helfrig, Elven Horn, City of Storehaven, The Rose of Dranvelt, Ilwe, Silver Axe, Army Strength, Ilwe the Pure, Urki, Nitpick the Troll, Iron Elf Mariners, Torque the Dragon Slayer, Jarl of Tarfhaven, Wind's Secret Name, Jarl Octa, City of Tarfhaven, Grey Shadow the Warrior, The Shield of the Jarls, Piece of Manuscript, House in the North, Dragon Soul, The Dim Gate of Darkwoods, Kaijo, Cursed by Skather, Itmari, The Dim Gate of Dalheim, The Arm Wrestler, The Returner of Children, Sunken Tower, The Dim Gate of Runewick, Blade of Yanriti, Pyonktika, Talk, The Demon Touched, Bloodugada, Island of Dreams, World, Thornroot, Military, Grey Shadow, The Prince of Thieves, The Lost City of the Elves, King of Greystone, Alarm, Tower of Scarrow, The Willow of the Bice, Prince's Golden Ring, and Han, the Weregarm. Final lot of story cards going all the way down to CS1, starting at CS 047. We have Strongbeak the Crow, The Dim Keeper, Prince's Silver Ring, Han, Dimstone, The Ice Cult, Soothheart, Grey Shadow the Elf, Tower Lord's Sword, Wise Stone, The Lost King, King Athwain, Rogues in Miss Castle, Beechleaf, The Merciful, Web of Deceit, Griffin's Nest, Spider Claw, Tower of Yanriti, Fire's Secret Name, Golden Dwarven Ring, The Riddle Master, Dim Gate, 2 of those, 3 of those, and the Dim Gate's Secret, Champion of the Wild Folk, Amulet of the Bull, Blind Seeker, Hunted by Trolls, Blue Skull, Black Crystal Shard, Thief of Darkwoods, Monastery of Nid, Jarl Rendra, Jarl Oktar, Durlag's Mine, Enemies on Our Tracks, Silver Dwarven Ring, The Avenger of Wildland, King Aethwin, the Dragon Heart, The Shadow of the Garm, White Elk Inn, Lord of the Arcs, Knight of the Cold Moon, Trouble in Wildland, and Wolf Clan's Bracer for story CS001. So thank you for joining in. As I said, that shows you all the cards in the story deck, and that might help you out in deciding at least as to whether this is a good game, all the different things you can get in Trudvang Legends. So this is opening up the story deck. There are 2 other videos out there, one showing the hero decks of cards and the other just the full unboxing of the game as it came to me as a surprise from the Kickstarter. So enjoy your gaming. Please like and subscribe, share this video with your friends, and enjoy your gaming. This is LeMonde signing off.